Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNasty390 here. I'm back with another Oakland A's franchise. This is episode number 18. We are in the 2024 season. We're just about to start it up. I just went through, did our laps, did our rotation. Let's go over that real quick. Now, if you guys are new to the channel or you just started watching these videos, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. And if you are enjoying the video, do me a favor and drop a like. Now, let's get right into the video. I'm going to have Luke Weaver be our ace. Strasburg doesn't like the fact that he's not the ace, but it doesn't really affect him. Like you see, he's kind of indifferent to it. Weaver being the ace, actually, that makes him happy. So we're doing that. Spanos is number 3, Hutchins number 4, Triggs number 5. There's our bullpen. Wiles, Herrera, Prasad, Ullman, Jansen, Feller, and Mudd. I like that. We got 290 pluses, an 89, 80. I mean, some 84s. But Jansen's like an 84. But I think he'll be solid. He pitched really well last year in 61 innings. He's not a closer now. He's a Hall of Famer, but he's not got a closer on this team. Ed Wiles is our closer, so that's fine. Looking at the lineup, I changed some things up how the lineup's looking this year. We got Whitaker leading off. I want Derek Griffin batting second. He's, like I said, he's not the big power guy, but he's a good on-base guy. He gets on base he got base on a 37% clip last year. I think that will go up. He has good vision, good discipline, really good contact. I think that's gonna go up. Trout batting third. Villalobos is batting fourth now. We're mixing it up. I want to do like a little right, left. Now, I had Matt Olson batting fourth before. He does hit a lot of home runs, but his on-base wasn't as high as I wanted it to be. I mean, he hit high for average last year, but I don't think he's going to continue. Villalobos gets on base at a 40% clip. And then we got Elias. Like, here's that left, right. We got Elias batting fifth. Then there's Matt Olson batting sixth. Mikey Small seventh. Luis Diaz eighth. Gil Cruz batting ninth. The rookie. I'm going to say it right now, he'll get Rookie of the Year as long as his durability holds up. It's only a 66, but then we do got Bud Duffy there. Colton Welker can play all positions. Josh Naylor's our power bat, and then we got our catcher. So we got a little bit of a thin bench, but we got more pitchers in there. Now, in regards to top prospects in baseball, if you want to see them, we have the number 7, Luis Pinheiro in AAA, the A potential guy. We have number 10 in Jackie Jensen. He's got a nice overall, 69 overall. Hopefully, just like I said, just build some attributes. Luis Torres at 18. Do we have anyone else? That might be it that we have. Nope, we got Chavez. We got in the trades. One of the trades we did late in the offseason. 70 overall, a potential closer. He's number 40, and that is it. So we got a couple in there. We have a number 7 and number 10, but we don't have any of like the top. This guy looks good. I was looking at him earlier. He looks pretty good. And then there's some pitchers here. This first baseman, I don't know. He doesn't really look that good. But it is what it is. We're tired of looking at those. Let's get into it, guys. And let's hopefully we can have a good year. I'm not sure if we'll have more wins than we did last year. It'll be tough to tell. We had 93, 94 wins last year. I mean, we did keep a good amount of players. But we did get rid of Cavaney. But I'm high on Gil Cruz. I really am. Jorge Soler got traded back to the Cubs for Carl Edwards Jr. and Jose Albertos. So, welcome back to Chicago, Soler. All right, so right now we're about 10 games above 500. Nothing too crazy, but pretty solid. I mean, we have a lot of different expectations than we did before. We were out the draft. We're 34 and 20. We have the number 22 pick in the first round. We don't have any compensatory round picks, and then number 26. So, it might be hard to get a good pick. We don't have as many shots at it as we have in the past. Hopefully our scouts did a good job in finding talent. There's a closer there who's 25. This starter maybe. He's a lefty, which is nice. Pretty well scouted. He could be ready in a year or two, and he's only 19. That's pretty impressive. A first baseman. Could have 80 contact and 70 power, but we're kind of all set at first base. A shortstop. Not really. Fielding's really good. Stealing could be good, but not great speed. I think we're going to go with that pitcher. Let's go with Javier Nieves. Well, there's a second baseman in this before. Could have 80 contact and 55 power. I'd still rather get the pitcher. He's better scouted. And hopefully that worked out. I still haven't seen that second baseman picked. I think he was just picked. Maybe not. We'll see. Second round. All right, I don't see him. There is that closer. But if you're 25, I'm not really too high on you. Another starter. I might take him. He's one of the better scouted players. Yeah, we'll take him. Craig Padilla. He looks to be pretty good. 19 years old, 75 potential on the 20 to 80 scale. In the second round, that's okay. I'm not too I'm not thinking we're going to have like an amazing draft just because we didn't have that many picks. But hey, you never know. You never know. We could have just hit a home run. I did see one of you guys tweet at me that you got a 99 potential in like round 5, which is absurd. Was that Johnny Damon? Johnny Denton. Well, this guy's well scouted. Unfortunately, he's a 70 potential, but we kind of know. You know what? I'm going to take this guy in the 3rd round. You're like, 70 potential. Why Kane Nasty? Because he's well scouted, so they kind of know what he is. He could have 70 and 75 power. So I like that. You could have good contact, but you know what? That could be a bench player. In the 3rd round, if we get a bench player who's like has a good skill like that, I'd take that because we traded a lot for Josh Naylor and we're paying him a good amount of money. I guess I'll take this closer in the 4th round. He is 25, but I mean, if he's ready next year or in 2 years, let's say he's 27 and he's like a player, that's worth it in the 4th round. That's worth it, I think. I guess we'll just take a shot on the dark on Phil Klen, a second baseman. Whoa! This guy must not be scouted at all because he has 80 potential right now, 80 overall. He could have 80 power and 75 and 80 contact with 80 fielding. Like, this guy just probably took like one swing and like our scouts just like drooled. I don't know. That's probably not going to be that good, but hey, if it is, God bless us. All right, here, yeah, we'll just take the highest potential guy. And that's going to be it for the draft. I have no idea if it was a good draft. We'll find out in a second. Let's take a look. 2 Bs. I think that's fine. Nieves. He's 84 potential, 65 overall, but that's not too bad. He's only 19. He's 65 overall. Padilla, he's not really much to worry about. I mean, like I said, so here's that Sandoval guy. Like, I know he's a C potential, but look at the power, 64 and 73. If that goes up to like 75 and 80, and he can play 3rd base as a pinch hitter, that's not bad. In the 3rd round, I thought that was okay. We kind of knew what we got. There's that closer. He's a 65 overall, 85 potential. He might be ready in a year or 2. There's that second baseman. Now, he is a 79 potential. Could go up to a B. He does have some really solid hitting stats already for being only 20. He's a 74 overall. That's actually not bad in the 5th round. And this guy here was just, it is what it is in the 6th. So, a great draft? No. Bad draft? No. Below average, I would say. But there's some talent there. Not great talent. Let's take a look at how everyone's doing right now as we are about, how many games into the season? We've played 55. We are 1 game up on the Astros. Pretty tough division. Luke Weaver's pitching. Holy cow, he's pitching well. 2.24 ERA. Really having a good year. His whip's actually really high, so I feel like that ERA is not sustainable if he's giving up that many base runners. Strasburg's kind of struggling again. Luckily, it's only an $11 million deal, so it's not too bad. Spanos, my God, you're terrible. 7.25. He can only go up. Hutchinson's pitching well, and of course Triggs is pitching well because of course this guy makes no sense. I would love for you guys. You can either put in the comments down below or reach out to me on Twitter if you guys have your own version of Andrew Triggs, a guy who's like an 80 overall, who every year is really freaking good. Every year, he's really good. I love this guy. I have an unnecessary attachment to Andrew Triggs. Our bullpen, Bud's pitching all right. Fella's pitching good. Jansen's pitching okay. Ullman's kind of struggling. Broussard's pitching well. We're going to switch those 2 out so Broussard pitches more innings. Herrera's pitching okay. Wiles is pitching well. Our bullpen's pretty good. Let's look at our lineup. Whitaker's in 301 with 7 bombs. I'll take that. Getting on base at 40% of the time. Griffith's in 281, which is about what he does. Getting on base 38% of the time. Trout, 314, 12 bombs. Villalobos is in 356. He has 10 home runs already. On base at 40, almost 45% of the time. Slugging 661, excuse me. Elias, 273 average. 377 on base, 5 bombs. Matt Olson, 255, 7 home runs. Mikey Smalls kind of struggling, but we know he's a great fielder. Diaz is really struggling, 216 average, only 3 home runs, 12 stolen bases, which is nice, but come on. And Gil Cruz is struggling, batting 9th, hitting only 224, 2 home runs. Our bench, Jackson struggling, Duffy, I mean, he's just there for speed. Welker is there as a utility. Naylor's kind of struggling, so. I mean, Spanos can't pitch worse. I feel like our offense will do better, so I'm not too worried. Let's continue simulating. I mean, this whole episode might just be the whole season, and then we'll do the play. If we make the playoffs, we'll do the playoffs in the next episode. Brewers are offering us a trade. Kevin Gomez for Tyler Goodell. That'd be kind of getting like a bench piece. Unfortunately, we really don't need what he's doing, and so I'm going to say no on that. We have so many like starting pitchers though that we could trade to get like a bench piece if we need to get just like another bench guy, you know? So that is definitely something we can do. We're starting to win some games now, which is nice. Twins are offering a trade. Danny Sherry, kind of a prospect, B potential, 66 overall. No, he's definitely a prospect. For Mark Vientos, third baseman, he's 25, 78 overall. But we really don't need him. I'm gonna hang on to that catcher. I'm not really too fond. Like, don't need him, but that we're really not gonna do. That's the same trade, dude. It's the same trade. What's the definition of insanity, Minnesota? Doing the same thing over and again and expecting different results. That's what you're doing, Twins. I don't even want to open this. I don't want Vientos. I just have no need for him. Get out of here, Minnesota. Next time you offer me a trade, I'm actually not going to even look at it. I'm not going to answer your phone anymore. All right, we're at the trade deadline. We have now a 3.5 game lead over the Astros. Astros have a very comfortable lead. Actually, not that comfortable. About a 4-game lead in the wild card, or not even. We are the number 1 team in baseball. Our defense is 27th, but first in contact, 4th in speed, 4th in power, 3rd in pitching. Pretty good. Any of our prospects moved up. Jackie Jensen is now 6, so he's moving up. Still, though, like he doesn't really have anything he does well at. Spanos, okay, his ERA is down to 4.69. He looks like Keuchel with his beard. Strasburg's still struggling. Weaver's pitching. I mean, like, this is what I expected. Weaver's ERA went up. I expected that because his whip was so high. Hutchinson's pitching well. Triggs is still Triggs. In our minors, Pinero's not really pitching too well. I don't have Torres. I want Torres starting. Trailer's not really a prospect. And Chavez, let's have him close. We have a Savo who's struggling in AAA. Damn, he's really starting. I'm a little worried about him moving forward. Our lineup, Griffin's hitting pretty well. He has 11 home runs. There you go, Derek. That's your best power output of any of your career almost. Villalobos is only hitting 329 now. Oh, jeez. Other than that, Gil Cruz, maybe won't get Rookie of the Year. Diaz is hitting a little bit better now. Do we need to make I mean, I guess we'll look to see what's out there on the trading block. Maybe there's something there that could help us. Dwight Smith, not a bad bench piece maybe. Last year before he's a free agent, but he's cheap. 3.7 million, but I don't know. Maybe Mike Montgomery is a bullpen arm, but we really don't need that. I kind of want to get we need another starter because Strasburg's so garbage right now. Jabari Blash, he's having a great year and they want to trade him? Crazy. But we don't need him. Moda is a former prospect of ours, 87 overall, so he's really turned into something. Nice to see. Like, I always want to see my former prospects do well, because I mean, at least it shows that we scouted well. Jackie Bradley Jr., Felix Hernandez, former A. He had that one good year with the Angels. Other than that, hasn't done much. Stanton, can't afford him. I wouldn't mind having him on the team. Greg Bird, maybe last year of a deal, but he is really struggling this year power-wise with Miami. I really don't think there's anything out there for us to go after. I'm just seeing Addison Russell, year 3 of a $30 million a year deal. Oy. Yeah, I don't really see anything. Let's finish going through everything. Pavin Smith, looks like a good player, but not what we need. And yeah, I think we're going to move forward with the team that we have. We should win the division. If not, we'll make the wild card unless we collapse mightily. But we got a good team. And I think some of our players who are struggling will pitch better. I'm not sure if Strasburg will. This probably will be our last year with Strasburg. Unless he really pitches well down the stretch. But I just don't. I mean, maybe next year he's like $5 million or $6 million for a deal. I'd probably keep him. But if he's gonna ask for over 10, I'm gonna let him go. We got a 7.5 game lead in the division now, so that looks nice and comfortable. We can finish the year now. And I guess the next episode will be the playoffs. Hopefully we can get that World Series title that's evaded us so far. It's tough. It's tough, man. All right, the season is over. We won 101 games. We got to be the best team in baseball. Let's take a look at that real quick. Anyway, Red Sox won 104. But yeah, so we're the second best team in baseball, second best in the American League. Weaver finished with a 3.51 ERA. Strasburg 4.85. Spanos got it down to 3.91. That's pretty incredible. for how bad he was at the beginning. Hutchinson 3.82. That's a Hutchinson year, really. And Triggs, finally, that's his first down year, 4.68 ERA. Bullpen looks pretty good. Ullman pitched a little bit better once he went to a different role. Ed Wiles had a great year. 55 saves. I don't care about saves, but if you do, there you go. 1.66 ERA, a whip under 1. That's what I like to see out of my relievers. Jansen pitched well, even though his overall is only a 79. We can take a look at our lineup now. Whitaker hit 29 home runs at a leadoff spot. Almost got that 30-30 year. On base at almost a 40% time. Derek Griffin hit over 300 for the first time in his career. On base almost 40% of the time. Not too bad. What's his WAR looking at? 5.6. That's a really good WAR year. Mike Trout hit 326, 37 home runs. He hit 500 for his career. He's only 32. Not too bad, I might say. 2,400 career hits. Villalobos, 330 average, 33 home runs. He's really starting to put it all together. He's only 21 years old. His contact's great. He just needs to build up that power, and then he's going to be a superstar if he's not already. His WAR was 5.8. I mean, every year he's been really solid. Elias had kind of a down year for him. I guess maybe not. Maybe last year was the outlier in the power, 36 home runs. Matt Olson hit 27 home runs, so definitely a down year. I think this next year, we will not give him a qualifying offer. He might actually be a bench guy for us next year. I don't know. He may be a bench guy for us, and if we'll see how Warder did in AAA. Mikey Smalls, not too bad, 257, 14 home runs. I mean, that's kind of like a Mikey Small years. His career average is a 257. That's what he hit this year. On base, career average is 314. He got a career this year, 315. He basically had a normal year for Mikey Smalls. And I'll take that. Luis Diaz finished at 270, so not bad for him. 14 home runs, a career high. Career high in stolen bases. I'll take that. Gil Cruz finished 224, 11 home runs, 22 stolen bases. Not really great, but I'll take it. AJ Warner, by the way, he got better overall, but his potential went down, but I'm still high on him. His only thing I don't like is durability and fielding, so he is a DH only. Jackie Jensen, he improved a little bit. His potential went down to a B, though, so that may hurt his value in the future. Asparati, probably got his name wrong. Looks to be like a good hitter. He's already 24, though, but there's value in there to trade, I think. And Akers, he's a C potential, but he has a good hitter at shortstop. I like that. We got some players here. Javier, who we got in a trade, his potential went down to C, but there's some solid stats there. And I think that is it. And there's Torres, 80 overall B potential. Pinero's at A potential, is moving up. So we got some pieces. I really like how this team is built up. Let's check the awards real quick before the end of the video. Mike Trout got MVP back-to-back years. He's amazing. Jorge Bonifacio for the Marlins hit 47 home runs. Bryce Horse for the Astros got Cy Young, 21 wins, so that's probably why. Not bad, 3.21 ERA. In the National League, Oscar De La Cruz, a 3.71 ERA. He did strike out 281, which is pretty impressive, but yeah, no. Goldschmidt's still good. He's 36. He just won the batting title. There's a Hall of Famer right there. Max Smith got in the National League. We got closer of the year, Ed Wiles. Danny Burrows got in the National League. Rookie of the year, we did not get... Actually, Will Barber was Rookie of the Year last year. We almost had 3 straight years. This is actually not a bad one. 25 years old, B potential. That's not a bad year. 14-7, 3.39 ERA. That's not bad. Shea Lustig, 26 years old, first baseman. Hit 30 home runs, 26 years old. That's okay for Rookie of the Year. I hate it when it's like a 30-year-old. Hank Aaron Award, we got that. And let's see. Any Gold Glove winners? Probably not, because our defense is kind of crap. Nope. And Silver Slugger DH was Jabari Blash. There you go, Mark. DraftNet Gaming. That's it for the video, guys. We went through the season. Next episode's the playoffs. Hopefully we can do what we didn't do last year and finish the job. Back-to-back pennants, back-to-back losing, heartbreaking fashion. 100-win team. I think we can do it. Check out the next video, guys. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy. Peace.